Hey friends, welcome to Friday. Welcome to Post. If you're new, my name is Neil. Every single Friday on this channel, we look at jersey concepts from the community. Today's designer is Jack. Not sure if we looked at Jack's work in the past, so this might be an interesting video. But the most interesting part is that Jack is giving us a specific series, and it's going to be the Reverse Retro 2.0 series. So I'm not sure if these are predictions by Jack or just what he wants. Regardless, these were created in August, way prior to the official release of the actual jerseys, which was just a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to get to see these predictions or wants from Jack and I guess kind of compare them to what actually released. As we go through these, we'll answer the question, obviously, is this the better decision? Is his design the better decision than what we actually got? That's kind of the goal for this episode. But today's a special Friday because I got an announcement that I mentioned in actually yesterday's video as well, but it's a big day because the Black Friday sale is on live right now at sportstemplates.net, and it's 50% off. They've never done 50% off before. They've done 30% off, they've done 40% off, but this year it's 50. It's the biggest sale that they've ever done in the entire existence of Sports Templates, and it's the best time to get one of the high-quality templates right directly from them with an awesome discount. And that applies to every single template on the site. It doesn't have to be hockey related. It could be football, soccer, basketball, baseball. It doesn't really matter. Every single template on the site is 50% off. So if you've got a couple of minutes, go check out that site. If you're interested in designing, you're trying to get into it, maybe you're thinking about coming up with a couple of designs of your own, go check out a template or two and, download it. They even have free ones over there. So go play around with your creativity, download some, and if you want to come up with a full set, send them in to me. Details on how to do that are down below in the description. But this sale only happens once a year, Black Friday, and it's the biggest sale that they've ever done. So it's a good time of year if you're looking to save money on templates. All right, let's jump into this and look at one of the templates you actually can buy yourself over at Sports Templates. And it is the, hold on, it's loading. There we go. It's the jersey template here. So, okay, first impressions are awesome because of the movie. I'm a little bit conflicted on whether I would like this more than the one they actually released. I've already actually talked about and reviewed the one that they released. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's just on the main page just a couple of videos ago. But I think regardless if it's better or not, this should come out. I won't say come back, but this should come out for the Anaheim Ducks, maybe as a specialty jersey, just for like 2 or 3 games in a season. I think that would be really cool. Make it available for fans to purchase. This would sell incredibly well for Adidas or whoever is the next producer of jerseys in the years to come. Let's move on. I think Arizona is next, but according to abbreviation, Arizona is next. And we've got the Roadkill Coyote on this jersey. This is not a bad decision at all by Jack, whether it's a prediction or a want. I think something like this is actually pretty plausible. I can see Arizona doing something like this in the future. But to answer the question, is this better than what they actually released? I don't think so. I do really like the Space Coyote. I think the orange does look pretty good. Let's move on. Boston. Okay, well, this is definitely has some retro influence, but it is also very close to their home jersey. So I think this would have been the incorrect decision. If I can equate this design to anything, it would likely be what the Toronto Maple Leafs just did for their reverse retro. They released a jersey that had a lot of retro influence, but it generally looked like their home jersey. It's going to be a kind of a forgotten jersey. I think if this was actually produced by Boston here, or if this was their decision, I think it would be generally forgotten about as a jersey. Next, Buffalo. I mean, okay, you got the right thematic and design right for the most part. The bottom's a little bit different than the one that actually they went with, but it's the opposite. So dark was designed here. White was what we actually got. No wrong decision here. This looks very good, very plausible as well. Next, the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay, so this was an idea by a lot of designers. It's not a bad idea taking the Carolina Hurricanes colors, but using the Hartford Whalers kind of branding in a jersey. This looks okay. I would prefer just to go with the Hartford Whalers colors and Hartford Whalers, or just go to the Carolina Hurricanes and Carolina Hurricanes colors. The in-between thing is cool. I don't want to blow a reverse retro jersey on that. I think it would be a little bit odd. It's really interesting, but kind of odd at the same time. Next, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Okay, well, wow, this is busy. Chevrons on the arms, stars on the arms, shoulder patch. The colors are great. I really like the amount of red that's being used at the bottom. Just to kind of give it a little bit more interest. I could see them maybe wearing red pants with this uniform, kind of like how New York wears a blue jersey with red pants. They might be able to do something like this, something like that with this uniform. I love the shoulder patch. I love the primary logo being used here. It is absolutely a little bit busy of a jersey, though. Difficult to answer if this is better than what they actually revealed. I don't know. I'm a little bit undecided. I'll let you guys answer this one in the comment section. Next up, we got the Calgary Flames, and you know, you got the right idea. It's not exactly what we got from Calgary, but I think what they actually came out with was literally almost perfect. This one is also very good, but it's not as good as what we actually got. But really good decision here, Jack. Next, the Chicago Blackhawks. This is not a design that I think I've seen before. We've seen a lot of concepts, obviously, on the channel, you know, thousands over the years. And from a Chicago standpoint, this is a little bit new retro, I guess. Basically, taking the Winter Classic jersey, putting some of the red colorization from their branding in there, changing up the shoulders a little bit, adding all those funky lines that they like to add recently. It's pretty hard to do worse than what we actually got, I think, from Chicago. So I will say that this one is better. Next is the Colorado Avalanche. Okay, so a little bit of backstory, a little bit of history from the Colorado Avalanche. Just prior to them leaving Quebec, the Nordiques kind of slightly announced a new branding of the team away from the actual logo that we love now, but the logo that you see on the front there is very similar, I think, to what we would have gotten if Quebec lasted one more year in the NHL. They ended up going to the Colorado Avalanche, and now we have the Avalanche, obviously, but this is almost exactly or similar to the logo that we would have gotten if Quebec had have stayed. So I think that was the decision here behind this jersey from Jack. It is it would be really cool to see actually them use that. Kind of like what St. Louis did, I guess. Next is the Dallas Stars. It's Mooterus. The one that Dallas made is nice. It's not what I wanted, but it is nice. I selfishly wanted the Star jersey, which I think the majority of people wanted, or the Mooterus was my second kind of decision here. And I actually thought that they would go with the Mooterus because I didn't think they would blow the Star jersey on just like 1 year. Future alternate for sure. But the Mooterus coming back for 1 year, totally fine. But they didn't do it. So I like your design here, Jack. And I think I like it more than, selfishly, I like it more than what they actually came up with. So this is a win for you, Jack. Next, Detroit. Going to be missed immediately for me. Number one, the logo, which is, I think, maybe one of the original logos from the Detroit Red Wings, is too small. It also looks a little bit off-centered. I know it's not because of the way that the balance is on the logo, but it just looks oddly placed here right now, and mainly because it's a little bit too small. So it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's too close to the previous reverse retro, which they basically did nothing for. It's just a little bit too plain, I think. All right, moving on. We've got the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, prediction or want, you kind of nailed it here, Jack. The striping is actually pretty much identical. The bottom of the jersey is pretty much identical as well. Shoulder patch a little bit different. And the logo, you got the logo right, but the colorization wrong. We did not get this colorization in the actual jersey, but this was actually like incredible design here, Jack. You nailed this one for the most part, like 99%. Okay, let's move on. Florida. Well, this was maybe the most logical decision. Jack made the right call here. A lot of people predicted that this would be coming back, but I think that we got something that nobody expected, and a lot of people actually really don't like it. I'm one of the ones who do, so maybe I'll put what the actual jersey looks like up on here just in case you haven't seen it, so you can see them side by side. I like what they actually did a lot. What you've done here, Jack, is really good. It makes the most sense. If they come up with this would be a very, very popular jersey. But I just like the boldness and a little bit of risk-taking that they actually did with the one that currently exists. So I'll say the one they did is better. The LA Kings, I think this would be worse just because I'm such a fan of the blue and the purple. Self-admittedly, I think it's just a beautiful color combination that we don't get very often. So I think going with your route here, the Burger King jersey or stylization, I think this would be wrong just from a color perspective, just because we're already so used to the monochrome kind of look, and I'll kind of leave it at that. Next, the Minnesota Wild. So North Star's inspiration here, but with the more current Minnesota Wild colors, not so much the retro colors. It actually looks pretty decent. I think that the one that did was better. Now that we've also seen it in uniform as I'm filming this, it looks so good. So I would say that this is nice, but not as good as what exists. The Canadians. Okay, so I can't remember the year from this. Like, I gotta look it up. Damn, I almost said 1909. It's 1909 to 1910. Their first season officially in the NHL. So this is the inspiration for that. They also came back with a jersey that kind of looked like this in 2009 or 2010. I can't remember the year. But that's the inspiration kind of from the history from here. It's a very awkward jersey because of the weird shape of the striping coming down from the shoulder and in the middle. I personally don't like that. So I like the baby blue, what they did, better. Next is, okay, now we're talking. This is a great prediction or a great want from Jack here. This is very close to what actually exists. The striping on the shoulder is different or wrong, I guess, compared to what we got. Striping on the arm is different. Striping in the middle of the jersey down below is different. And then the logo is just slightly different. There's a bit of space between the outside of the logo, just outside the blue ring there. So really, really close all the way around. Really insignificant differences. The general thematic of this jersey is pretty much identical. So Jack absolutely nailed this one. Well done, Jack. Next, Nashville. Definitely better just from a color standpoint. I would have loved to see the blue as the primary color. Checkered pattern in the yellow there is throwing me off a little bit just because I've never been a fan of that. Interesting shoulder patch, though. I actually really like that. And this one has a lot of potential. I personally think it was better than what we got, just because I wanted the blue. Next, the Islanders, the Fishermen. Well, we got the Fisherman. We didn't get the wave at the bottom, and they gave us a dark jersey instead of a white jersey. This is nice. I think I'm going to say that I like this one more just because we get the wave on the bottom, and it makes me a little bit more nostalgic. Next, the Rangers. Wow. Okay, so this reverse retro is based on the New York Americans. I don't know the specific year, or what was the Brooklyn Americans? You got to look that up too. Okay, so I guess I was right twice. The New York Americans from 1925 to 1941, and the Brooklyn Americans from 1941 to 1942. So I guess they both existed. That's why that information was floating around in my head. But that's kind of the inspiration from this jersey, if I'm not mistaken. And wow, is it ever bold. This is one of the most aggressively designed jerseys, both from a striping kind of lens and also a color one. And look at all those stars. This is amazing because it is just so ridiculous. Like, this is a ridiculous jersey. But I think it would sell really well because it's so completely different that jersey collectors would want to have it, and Rangers fans would want to have it just because it's just so insane. Like, an original 6 team doing something this bold, likely extremely rare. So I kind of like this, Jack. It's the Lady Liberty one that they came out with is beautiful. It's essentially perfect. They absolutely nailed it. But I love the boldness of this one. As ridiculous as this jersey is, no offense, I think it is stellar. Like, I really do think it's stellar just because I want to collect it. I want this to exist so I can collect it. I don't think it's better than what they did, though. All right, moving on. The Ottawa Senators here. And you got the right era. You got the right jersey, essentially. But Ottawa did it a little bit differently. They went with black, and they didn't make that middle section as apparent. So I think, actually I don't think, I know, I like yours better for sure. I think this would be a wonderful jersey. This is actually really nice. I would, the more I look at this, the more I really like this one. I would think that this would do way better from a sales standpoint than the one that they came out with. But I'm just one dude. Let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about this. Next, the Philadelphia Flyers. Wow, this one looks more like a Stadium Series jersey for me. I'm not aware of the history behind this or the decision here from Jack. I admit, self-admittedly, the Flyers jersey history is not one that I'm incredibly familiar with, or if there's any other team that played in Philadelphia, like the Philadelphia Quakers. I know what one of their jerseys look like. I don't know what any of the other ones look like. So I don't know the rationale behind the decision here for this jersey. To me, this looks like an extremely modern jersey, more like a Stadium Series one. So no, I don't think it's better than what currently exists. Pittsburgh. The colors are better. But the one that the Pittsburgh Penguins came up with was just so amazing. So I don't think this one is better, but I do really like this. I don't like the shoulders, the lines on the shoulders, but everything else is pretty awesome. I even kind of like the mismatched arms. Yeah, I'm down for that. Next, the Kraken. Okay, well, I'm not a big fan of the one that they came up with. It's great to see the Ironmen be kind of respected, a history that I was not aware of until they released the jersey. But I think just from design lens, this is definitely better. And I'm one of the people who don't like a lot of text on the front. I think you need to cap it off at a 5-letter word. 6 is maybe okay. Anything beyond that, definitely not. But I think this one is better than what they did. Next, the Sharks, based on the seals. So we did get this, but we didn't get this colorization. We got a white version of this with a little bit of yellow influence and some different colorization of the teal. So this is nice. I think what they did is better, though. No offense, Jack. Next, the St. Louis Blues. So the logo that they went with here was, I think, from the St. Louis Eagles era. Hence the eagle on there, I guess. That's pretty obvious. So I would have preferred that this logo be on there. It's less text heavy, so I think it would have been better. As far as the rest of the jersey design go, I think the actual St. Louis Blues got it right. I would have preferred to see this logo on the one that they actually made. So I'm a little bit conflicted here on which one is better. Next, the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, you nailed it. It's not the right colorization as the primary color because they went with white, not black. But everything else is essentially exactly right. I think the logo is a little bit different, but I think the collar is a little bit different as well. Actually, let me check. Yeah, they went with a blue collar and not a black collar. But yeah, I mean, you nailed this one, Jack. Absolutely. Next is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and absolutely this is better than what they did. Man, I would love for them to come out with this. This is so retro. I really like this one a lot. Logo's a little bit different as well. Sign me up for this, Jack. This is definitely better than what they did. Vancouver. Now, I'm not too crazy about the Vancouver one that was revealed, but the uniform's really growing on me, so it's difficult. I'm curious to know if we saw this in a uniform, if I would like it a little bit more. But I think just individually, maybe the one that they created is nicer. I don't love the stripes on this one, but I do like the green as the primary color, so a bit of confliction here for me. Next, the Vegas Golden Knights. I will say no, just because this is so close to the actual previous home jersey. It's just kind of like the black version of it. And also, we got a glow-in-the-dark jersey. So, I mean, that's amazing. Next, the Winnipeg Jets. Is that purple, or is that my eyes just playing a trick on me? On my screen, the shoulder color there, the darker color, that looks like purple to me. That is, man, oof. I think it conflicts a little bit with the blue. I think it conflicts with the red a little bit. I'm not really sure what to think about this one. The one that they came out with was very plain Jane. This one is a little bit more in your face. I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted here as well. Let me know down below in the comment section which one was better. And then finally should be Washington. It is, and oh my goodness, you hit another home run, Jack. This is very close to one that they actually produced. Down below on the bottom of the jersey, you got the same stripe, pretty much identically, except for it's missing the word capitals. So that's missing there. That's one little thing they got wrong. And then the neck. I think the neck is wrong as well. But other than that, wow. Super impressive for this prediction or want, Jack, or this concept. Overall, really, really good concepts in this set. I will go back and pick my favorite. That's going to be really hard to do, actually, because the ones that existed are so fresh in my mind as well. I don't want to be too critical of these designs, but let me just kind of cycle back through here. I'll do this live. Usually I put a cut in the video, but I'll kind of do this live. The Moodorous one was nice. I'm not going to judge this based on how accurate predictions were, if these were predictions. I just got to go on what one I like the most, and maybe which is the better improvement on one that was revealed. This is difficult. I'm looking through these. This one's real difficult. I'll go with Ottawa, because I think the more I looked at this one, the more I really liked it. What Ottawa did, at first I didn't really like it, but the more I looked at it, I liked it as well. But I think this one would have been pretty much a home run for Ottawa. They would have sold a lot of these jerseys, I think. I don't think a lot of people who are not Ottawa Senators fans are buying the Ottawa Senators Reverse Retro this year. But if this came out, I bet you this would have been on a lot of people's top 10, top 15 list, I think. So yeah, I'll give the win to Ottawa here. Not because I'm wearing an Ottawa Senators jersey. That is completely, just for the record, I just realized I was wearing Ottawa. Coincidental, okay? Not planned. I promise. I promise. Okay. So that kind of recaps this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, today. I really appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comment section how you felt about Jack's designs. What was the best one? What was the worst one? Round of applause in the comment section just for, if these were predictions, just for some of those predictions that were so accurate. Washington, Edmonton, New Jersey. I think there were some other ones that were very close. Tampa Bay as well. Buffalo, a couple inverse there, but still. Tremendous job, Jack. Thank you so much for sending those in. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope all the viewers are having a good day as well. If you are new to this channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button, because we do this every Friday on the channel. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, if you got a couple seconds, go down, hit the like button. That definitely helps. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Adios.